Hi everyone, this is Darren Marchesani and this is my Toxicology Spring 2019 semester farewell video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the parts of this course that I liked and disliked, what I feel could be added in the future lessons, and what I'll always remember about this course. What I liked about the semester was the way that the lessons were presented to us in the PowerPoint format with you narrating it, as it added as much of a personal element that's possible for an online course. I've taken plenty of online courses, and I've never once even heard my professor's voice. So I appreciated the personal element to your PowerPoints and the way the information was organized and presented to us through these PowerPoints. What I didn't like about the course was all on my part and not on your part at all, but it was me not being able, um, or just rather not trying as hard to stay on top of my work in terms of the discussion assignments and the other assignments where we were required to interact with our classmates. Um, I didn't keep up with the deadlines, and I definitely could have utilized my calendar and reminders and things of that nature more for me to stay on top of it. And that's really the only thing I didn't like about the course. And again, that's all on me. And there were easy ways for me to fix it, but I just hadn't done it. But other than that, the course was amazing. I think what should be included in the future lessons is more reports on famous toxicology cases, as we were supposed to do in our extra credit assignment. Um, for my extra credit assignment, I did a report on the Love Canal and have the damaging effects of the chemicals that were dumped in the area and the way that the people were affected in terms of the diseases they had carried or the carcinogens, the likelihood they'd have cancer, um, the genetic defects, the birth defects, the number of miscarriages, things of that nature. I thought that was very interesting, and it applied our lessons in toxicology as a whole to real life scenarios and real historical events that had occurred and that are toxicology and just um, scientific issues in terms of ethics um, and that's basically it. Um, I think what I'll always remember about this class for the rest of my life and what I learned from this class was the story of Henrietta Lacks. It was so fascinating to hear about the HeLa cells and their contribution to modern medicine, whether it be the cure of many diseases and creation of multiple vaccines and how it's being utilized to try and cure cancer. And it's also amazing to really hear the unethical side of science and medicine and how inconsiderate the doctors that were treating Henrietta Lacks were towards her and her family, and how her family was treated post HeLa cell creation. And it was really fascinating that they had to struggle so much, and they received no compensation, and their health was so poor. Yet their mother's cells, the HeLa cells, were making millions and generating millions of dollars for other people, um, and they didn't see a dime of it, and they were mistreated. They were contacted and led on to believe that they'd help give them answers, and really, it wasn't it wasn't beneficial to them. It was more for the gain of scientists and reporters and other people of that nature. So to conclude this video, I thought this class was great and amazing. I really appreciate the interaction that I had with the students and my fellow classmates through the little interactions we had through the discussion board. And I appreciated the way that you presented the format and how available you seemed to all of us and how much fun you allowed us to have with this course. For example, with the science project, I haven't done a science project or an experiment since probably the 8th grade. So that was really fun, and it felt like I was back in middle school, and that was a nice feeling to have, at least for that moment in time. So again, thank you very much, and I appreciate everything, and thank you for being a great professor.